Howdy y'all, my name is Telios, and I'm a challenge runner. Before we begin the video today, let's cover a few things on the whiteboard. This is Dark Souls, a game that is popular due to its difficulty, among other factors. This is a challenge runner, who are YouTubers who make games more difficult while they play them. This is a keyboard. It's what I use to play games. This is my voice. It's what you're listening to now. So, my question is, what do you get when you combine all of these things into one? A horrible, horrible challenge. The title of this video is actually a lie. I didn't do a full playthrough with only voice commands. Instead, I did a few areas and bosses, and you get to see the highlight reel. This does mean today's video is a little shorter, so I'm sorry if you were hoping for about half an hour of vocal suffering. At the time I wrote the program and recorded this video, I've been unemployed for a few weeks, so I was a little too stressed to do a full video. I have found a job since then, so my next upload will be going through the whole game, and I suppose if enough of y'all want to see this as a full-length playthrough, I'll do it. With that caveat done, let's focus on the reason you're here. I wrote a Python script that controls my computer via voice commands. The way it works is, as I speak, the program hears my voice, interprets what it hears, and then runs it through the script. If I spoke one of several defined command words, the appropriate key is pressed for the set amount of time, and the corresponding game action occurs. In other words, I say a specific command, the game does that thing. For example, when I say ahead, my character moves forward for 2 seconds, then stops. Swing will do an attack, drink uses my Estus, and so on. The full list of commands can be seen here. You may also notice that there aren't any mouse controls. I coded them in, and they work on my desktop and in Minecraft, which I used as the test game for this script, but Dark Souls did not cooperate with them. I eventually decided after about an hour of working on it that it was okay if I manually moved my camera around, because this was already going to be a nightmare of a challenge. Apart from camera movement, all the actions that you see me perform are entirely controlled by my voice. Also, if you periodically hear a loud, annoying click before and after I give a command, there is a reason for that. When I first wrote the code, it would only work if I muted my mic after each command. I tried and tried but could not find a way around that, so I would just keep my mic muted until I need to say a command, then unmute it, give the command, and mute it again so the command registered. What you're hearing is my microphone unmuting and then muting again. Oddly enough, at some point in my debugging process, I accidentally fixed the problem, but I didn't really realize that until the very end of all the recording, so that click is there through the whole video. Man, that was a lot of explaining for a stupid idea. How about we finally play this game? As you can see, my program is running, and when I say a registered command, my character moves. You may have noticed that there was a small delay between me giving the command and the game responding. That's just some extra flavor added into this challenge because it wasn't hard enough already. Use. Go. Go. Use. Use. Ahead. Ahead. Lock. Ahead. Swing. 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 Ahead. The Asylum is your standard affair. Even with irregular controls, the tutorial is still a breeze to get through. Granted, this was also my second time doing this, because I forgot to record the first time I killed the Asylum demon, and I didn't want to deprive you of watching me kill it. I did record a couple times that I died to it though, which was weird because that was the first time I had ever died to the Asylum Demon. Forward. Swing. Lock. Swing. Drink. Lock. Lock. Drink. Drink. Swing. Swing. Drink. After talking my way through the lower levels of the asylum, I reached Oscar. Imagine how jarring this would be. Here you are, about to die, and the person who finds you just randomly shouts verbs as they interact. Poor guy really picked the wrong undead to carry his legacy.
You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Use.
Regret?
Believe it or not, this is the first real challenge. 3 unarmored hollows. The problem is that 2 of them can attack you at once, and they can actually do damage, which means I have to learn how to time my attacks while jogging around them. But, like I said, this is my second time here, so they weren't too hard this time. Run. With them out of the way, I can do the most impressive attack of this run. That's right, I got the plunging attack. It feels weird celebrating it, but this took a surprising amount of practice. Getting this attack amped me up for the rest of this fight, and I actually killed the Asylum Demon without taking any damage. I had an idea a while back that I should do a video where I go through the game at max level, but I have to delete all the equipment I was using if I die, since max level would make it relatively easy. Once I reached Firelink in this playthrough though, I decided it would be much more interesting to combine max level with voice commands. So after a few, shall we say, questionable level up methods, my maxed out character was created. Now I wish I could say I felt more powerful after this, but instead I felt even more fragile than I had in any other challenge. After my power leveling session, I moved towards my next challenge, getting the Zweihander. For those that don't know, the Zweihander is a pretty good greatsword that's accessible as soon as you enter Firelink Shrine. Normally, you just have to run past all the powerful skeletons, grab the Zweihander from in front of a gravestone, and then return to the bonfire before the undead kill you. Or just let them kill you, because you still keep the sword. That was the same basic idea I was going to follow here to get the Zweihander. But, of course, there were some complications. First, my voice recognition program decided it didn't want to recognize my voice, leading it to ignore valid commands. Combine this with me trying to time my commands to accommodate the delay between speaking and acting, and, well... Use. The second try went significantly better than the first, and I was actually able to make it back to the bonfire alive. Now that I had my new sword in hand, I felt prepared to fight my way to the Taurus demon. It went surprisingly well. Swing. 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 Use. Swing. After only one attempt, I reached Taurus Demon. It did not go well. Unsurprisingly, this is a suboptimal way to play the game. However, even with my current limitations, that was a stupid way to die. Obviously, the Taurus Demon won that fight, but he isn't even a necessary boss. The real challenge is killing the 4 lords and reaching Gwyn. So, how would I fare against them? Before we find out, let's try Blight Town just for kicks. Yep, that's about what I expected. I know I said I was fighting the lords, but you can't say you're not curious to see if Pinwheel is still easy. I've sped up the clip so it isn't too boring, but I wanted you to be able to see that, yes, it was still an easy fight. It lasted 65 seconds. Also, he dropped the mask of the Giant Dad. With Pinwheel dead, I can fight Nito. Ignore that bloodstain, it's from a fight I forgot to record. It obviously went really well, much like this fight. In fact, this fight went so well that I actually won, which I was not expecting. Stop. Drink. I wonder if Seath will be that easy. So, 2 things. First, I guess you can phase through him. Second, while fighting him, I legitimately didn't see the curse bar on screen until I suddenly died. Any bets on how the Bed of Chaos will go? Without rolling, which I forgot to program as a command, it's hard to reach these branches. Swing. 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 And, somehow, I can't get out, despite getting in. After going the wrong way and somehow surviving, I made it further than I thought. I'm still dead. My body is just closer to the other side than I thought it would be. Last lord to fight. The 4 Kings. Honestly, after the Calamity Ring video, I've gotten really good at dodging these guys. Swing. I even managed to kill one. Run. Unfortunately, I could not capitalize on my success, but look at that health bar. This is definitely doable. So let's pretend I killed all the lords. Do I pose a viable threat to Lord Gwyn? Forward. Swing. Yeah, that ended how I thought it would. And that's the video. Thank you for watching. I know I only gave each boss one try, but like I said, I had neither the time nor the mental capacity to do a full run. That being said, I do now, so if enough of y'all want to see it, I will do it. Either way, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Until next time, remember that the world is a better place with you in it. Later.